बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बिस्मिल्लाहिल-फत्ताहिल-अलीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। डियर वॉचर, डियर सब्सक्राइबर, उम्मीद करता हूँ, दिल से दुआ करता हूँ कि आप सब लोग ईमान और सेहत की अल्लाह तरीन सतह पे होंगे। मैं हूँ मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर, लीडरशिप, बिजनेस कोच, मास्टर ट्रेनर, लैंग्वेज ट्रेनर प्रोफेसर MA रज़ा। और बुक रिव्यू में और MA इंग्लिश पार्ट 2 सीरीज़ में आज जो बुक मैं आपके साथ जो है वो शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ रिव्यू में और इसका कंटेंट उसकी जानब अभी आते हैं। उससे पहले मैं कुछ आपसे जो है ना वो ऐलानात शेयर करना चाह रहा हूँ कि कुछ लेक्चर्स के वाले से जो है ना वो इशू हुआ कुछ व्यूवर्स को, टीचर्स को और पेरेंट्स को। उस वाले से अर्ज़ करता चलूँ कि हमारा साथ ही जो है वो एक दूसरा जो है मौजूद है, चैनल मौजूद है। I want to give you the information about another channel होप एंड काज के नाम से। आप उसको भी जो है वो यूटिलाइज़ कर सकते हैं और उसकी भी जो है वो डिटेल में आप देख सकते हैं। उसके लिए अगर आपको जो है ना होप एंड काज जो है वो यूट्यूब पर लिखने से अगर आपको चैनल नहीं मिलता तो उसका सेकंड तरीक़ाकार ये है कि आप सिंपली क्या करेंगे कि आप जो है वो मेरे इसी ऑफिशियल चैनल पे प्रोफेसर MA रज़ा के जो है ना अबाउट सेक्शन में जाएंगे और अबाउट के अंदर आपको जो है ना उस चैनल का लिंक मिल जाएगा। तो उसको इस्तेमाल करते हुए आप जो है वो इसको जो है सब्सक्राइब करेंगे और बेल के आइकन को प्रेस करेंगे। सो आई एम बैक with the book review. So today we're gonna talk about practical criticism by NKM series, literary series, applied criticism of prose and poetry. So let's get started. It is revised and enlarged edition, authentic and impossible edition. So let's move. Practical criticism, applied criticism, and of prose and poetry. So the main foreword of the book I'm gonna read in front of you. Functions of critics, poets, poetry, major works, basic information about poetry, versifications and poetic devices, classroom assignments of for practical criticism, up to date university questions for further practices. Again, I want to acknowledge the library of Superior College, Satsira Chowk, Mandi Bahauddin, along with the library officer, Professor Librarian and Library Officer Professor Mudassar Gauri Sahib for the thankful letter or letter of thanks that he provides me the book for review. So let's get started. Written thoroughly advised by NKM Board of Professors and head by Professor Munawwar Ali Malik, MA Malik. So this is the writers or writing boards page. All right, reserved by dash dedication. This work is respectfully dedicated to the illustrious teacher and scholars of English literature, Professor Sirajuddin. May his soul be richly blessed. And the next one, forwarded by Munawwar Malik. I should read it. NKM Practical Criticism is a student-friendly work on the subject, specially designed to meet the requirements of students at MA level. A careful study of the book would not only add to the students' knowledge of poetry and criticism, but would also enable them to appreciate, enjoy, and evaluate poetry independently. Students, thanks for this useful book should go to the publishers Sayyid Sardar Javed, whose sincere concern for the students of English literature has helped hundreds of young people over the past 60 years with books of immense academic value and literary merit. Positive suggestions for improvement of this book will be gratefully acknowledged. Munawwar Ali Malik. The third edition. This is the third revised and updated edition of this book. Special efforts has been made to make it more readable. And Mia Wali 2015 and Munawwar Ali Malik. So let's move to the content, and we're gonna talk about the content. Part 1: History of Criticism and Functions of a Critic. So let's move. Introduction. Functions of criticism, the role of literary criticism, some helpful critical terms, a glance at the history of criticism, major critics, their contributions, how to be a good critic, difficulties of good critics. This is in part 1, and then the part 2 is nature and types of poetry, major poets and their works. Chapter number 1, defining poetry and poets, at page number 55 and 57. Number 2, major poets and their major works, page number 58 and 60. Number 3, types of poems, at page number 61 to 66. So I'm gonna check the next one. Here is the part 3. So we gonna talk about part 3. Versifications and poetic devices. Versification at page number 69 to 72. Chapter number 1 है, and the chapter number 2 is poetic devices 1, chapter number 3 poetic devices 2, and number 4 scansion at 5 principal English meters. Okay, if you want to study about the poetry, if you want to do something for your poetic interest and poetry, so it also help you, and on the other hand it is more valuable for your critical appreciation too. Part 4, practical criticism of given passage, barriers all the way, page number 99 to 100, and chapter number 2, classroom critical appreciation, at page number 101 to 109. So chapter number 3, model critical appreciations by notable critics, at page number 1 to 120. So the next chapter is critical appreciation, how to do it, at page number 121 to 136. Chapter number 5, or the topic number 5, some passages of poetry with hints for practice, at page number 137 to 141. Chapter number 6, or the topic number 6, is past papers question, practical criticism, references, index. All these are at page number from the page number 148 till page number 167. Here are some history of criticism and the functions by Aristotle, as you can see here. So I'm gonna just study some of things, or I'm gonna read it in front of you. Introduction. Chapter number 1, the word criticism is generally used to means ensure, as we say, the opposition's severe criticism compelled the government to withdraw the proposed bill. In literature, however, the word criticism does not mean just censure, or here is the not just an occasionally activity, but has no come to be recognized as an established genre of literature. According to Martin Gray, the Dictionary of Literary Terms, written by Martin Gray, the term criticism means, and this is said by Martin Gray, the interpretation, analysis, classification, and ultimately judgment of works of literature is called criticism. Gray's definition of criticism is based on the literal meanings of the word, which is of Greek origins and means judgments, but in practice, criticism include much more than judgment. Types of criticism. Criticism has been classified in various ways with reference to its functions, but all the various classifications boil down to the following 4 types of criticism. Number 1, theoretical criticism of critical theory. Number 2, legislative perspective of imperative criticism. Number 3, evaluative criticism. And number 4, interpretive criticism. Let's us take a closer look at each of these 4 types of criticism to get a clear idea of what each signifies. Theoretical criticism or critical theory. Theoretical criticism deals with the nature and functions of literature, the debate on the function of art, whether it is created just. So I want to close my vlog here. I want to close the book review here, and I want to uh, remain something for your study, that it may encourage you, it may eagers you to put yourself for the study of thy book. So guys, let me go now. We will be right back with you with the new topic, with the new lecture, with the new vlog, with the new video in front of you. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity. इंसानियत की बेहतरी के लिए एक कदम और.